welcome to Cooking with Ms. Zuba. In this episode, we are going to make a fresh tomato cucumber salad. And everything that I have is either from my garden or from local farms. So as you can see here, I have a variety of tomatoes. Yes, tomatoes are not just red. I have some yellow tomatoes. These are called peach tomatoes. They're very smooth and they're very delicious. I have some heirloom tomatoes here, some different varieties. As you can see, this one is red and yellow. This is kind of orange. Then I have these green striped tomatoes. These are called zebra tomatoes. And these are called bronze tomatoes. And then I have your Italian plum tomatoes. So I'm gonna take my tomatoes. I have fresh basil here, peppers right out of my garden, and cucumbers from a local farm. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna cut up all these vegetables and I am going to make a fresh tomato cucumber salad, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So while I cut these vegetables up, I'm gonna let you listen to Tammy the Tomato and tell you all about the nutritional values of tomatoes.
Thanks, Ms. Zuba. My name is Tammy the Tomato, and I'm so happy to be a guest on the Cooking with Ms. Zuba show. Today, I'm going to talk about my favorite subject. Can anyone guess what that is? I'll give you a hint. It's tomatoes. And speaking of tomatoes, why did the tomato blush? Because he saw the salad dressing. Get it? The salad was dressing. No. Did you know that the tomato is a fruit native to South America? Despite being a fruit, it's generally eaten and prepared like a vegetable. They are a major dietary source of antioxidant lycopene, which has been linked to many health benefits, including reduced risk of heart disease and cancer. They're also a great source of vitamin C, potassium, folate, and vitamin K. Usually tomatoes are red when mature. Tomatoes can also come in a variety of colors. Did you know that? Like yellow, orange, green, and purple. Did you know that the consumption of tomatoes and tomato-based products has been linked to improved skin health and lower risk of heart disease and cancer? Well, the bottom line is that tomatoes are juicy and sweet and full of antioxidants and may help fight several diseases. They are especially high in lycopene, a plant compound linked to improved heart health and cancer prevention and protection against sunburns. Tomatoes can be a valuable part of a healthy diet. Man, I'm really glad I'm a tomato. Thanks for having me, Ms. Zuba. I hope you'll have me back again. Bye-bye.
I hope you were able to get some really good information about tomatoes from Tammy the Tomato. Like I said, I love tomatoes. So I am gonna finish up my salad. I still have a few more things that I need to cut up. So I am gonna finish and do that. Tomatoes are really good, but I also love cucumbers and I love fresh vegetables from the garden. As you can see over there, my salad's looking really good. It's colorful. As you know, we eat with our eyes, and we have to make sure our food looks good and appetizing before we eat it. All right, so I'm gonna finish up with this pepper. As I said earlier, some of these are from my garden, but whatever I didn't have, I went to a local farm and picked up some of the heirloom tomatoes and especially the cucumber. The cucumber I just did not do well in my garden this year. So this is the zebra tomato. As you can see, the inside is green, but it is sweet. So don't think it's the unripened tomato, because it isn't. And it is really good. Here we go. Now I'm gonna add another one of these little guys, these little bronze tomatoes that are really sweet. Here's my peach tomato. First time I had this, the peach tomato, I could really taste a little bit of the peach flavor in it, but this year I couldn't in this, so I don't know why. but they are really sweet and delicious. Okay, there we go. And you really don't need that many ingredients to dress it. Love this one. It's nice and meaty. Boy, this salad is going to be huge. But you can add as much as you want or a little as you want, depending on how many people you're feeding. So you could just use maybe 2 or 3 tomatoes, maybe 1 small cucumber. And this beautiful orange one. I'm not sure what this one's called. They didn't have these named, they just had heirloom tomatoes. Whoops, let me get that out. And let's cut this one up. It's nice and orange. Look at those colors in that salad. It looks beautiful. Look at that. The variety of different tomatoes, the cucumbers, some peppers, some purple onion is all in there. You see, it looks beautiful. All right, so I have some fresh basil here now, so I'm going to add the basil. I'm just going to give this a rough chop. Just like that. And I'm going to add that in there. All right, I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way. Okay, so this is very simple to make. It just requires a little bit extra chopping. So we're going to add some salt. Okay, and what the salt does, not only does it give a flavor, but it actually makes the tomatoes sweat, and it brings out a lot of the juice from the tomatoes. And I'm going to add some olive oil. There we go. And I'm going to add some oregano. Now, I'm not going to add any vinegar or any kind of an acid to it because tomatoes are acidic. And I really don't want to add any. But if you want to, you can add a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Go ahead and drizzle just very little because you don't want it to be too acidic. Again, tomatoes are acidic to begin with. So that's all it really needs to complete your tomato salad. But there's an extra ingredient I like to add, okay? Now, I love these small mozzarella balls. So I'm going to add these in here. And these are also local. These are from a local creamery. They make their own mozzarella. So I'm just going to give it a toss. So and this makes a meal in itself just by having it with the mozzarella. It gives you your protein. Or you can always grill. You can grill some chicken or salmon or shrimp to serve with it, and it's delicious, especially in the summertime when you have those beautiful tomatoes. So I'm gonna give it a try, and it's always good to taste your food for seasoning. So give it a try, and if you have to add more salt or olive oil, whatever you like, always try your food. I think it's just right. I hope you make this, and I hope you enjoy it. See you next time.